discussions from our practice meeting yesterday, just to try and make this run smoothly, and for those of you that weren't on yesterday's call. So there's a few of us on this call, so it will be challenging. So I just ask that you are on mute if you're not talking, just so we're not picking up the background noise. Raise your hand if you want to talk, and I'll ask you to speak so that we're not talking over each other, because then it just cuts out. If we're voting, I'll just ask for you to raise your hand. To vote is probably the easiest way. Also, a reminder, if you want to come off mute quickly, you just hold down your space bar while you're talking, and that takes you off mute while you're talking. Thanks very much for that. We hint yesterday, you learn a new thing every day. So also when we go into the private part of the PX part of the meeting, I do ask that you either make sure that you're in a private space or use your earbuds so that we can make sure that confidentiality is maintained. Right, so the focus today, I think the majority of our time really needs to be spent on discussing where we're at on the with regards to the COVID response. So I do intend to take most of the papers as read today. There were just a couple of things that I wanted to highlight. I have had discussions with each of the committee members and established just a couple of points that we need to cover on some of those papers. So I apologise, there'll be lots of me talking for the first part, but I have collated comments that I've received from everyone. I thought it's probably most efficient that we do it this way rather than flicking between speakers. So I'll pretty much go through confirming the minutes, go through the summary of the papers and any items from my discussions with the committee yesterday, and then I'll open it up for general discussion. Then we'll go and do the same with the PX, and then we'll go into the COVID discussion, and I'll hand over to Bede to run that discussion. So is everybody happy with that format for today? Give me a thumbs up if you are, or if you're not. Great, thank you. Okay, so first of all, we've got the minutes from the meeting held on, hold on, I'll just get my papers up on my electronic papers, sorry. Should have had that in front of me. Right, so we've got two lots of minutes. That we have the minutes from the meeting on the 3rd of December to be confirmed, and then we've got the minutes from the previous meeting just for sake of completeness. So can I please, so I'll move that the minutes of the Audit and Risk Committee meeting held on the 3rd of December 2019 be confirmed as a true and correct record of the meeting. All of those in favour, raise your hand, please. Against? Carried. Thank you.
I can second that if you like. I don't think you had to second it. Sorry.
Thank you, Nigel. No, I forgot we need seconders in this forum. Okay, so as I say, the minutes from the 19th of October are there just for completeness. They were actually confirmed as part of the Trillium switchover process. The work plan is there for information. I just note that the items that weren't covered in today's agenda because of time constraints and what have you, or staff having other priorities, they will be carried over into our next meeting, which is we're due to meet in June. I'll just flag that we may well need to convene another meeting prior to June. We'll just have to see how things pan out. I'm hoping we'll be able to meet in person in June, but we'll just have to see how that goes. So the health and safety report, I intend to just take that as read. There's some good stats coming through this quarter, so that's pleasing to see. The corporate risk register, I'll take that as read as well. Presumably there will be a separate risk assessment coming out of the COVID response. And hold on, where is my agenda? Plan. Yep, so that, and there's no matters of urgent or business or matters of minor nature. So look, I think that concludes our public meeting. I'll just open it up. Raise your hand if you wanted to cover anything from the public meeting pack that I haven't already covered. No? Okay, I'll move to the PX session. So just bear with me and I'll just change over to that